널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어.
What is going on, guys? Daniel, aka Finny CTS, coming at you guys with another brand new episode of Filmmaker Reacts, a weekly show where I react to a film trailer, music video, or any filmmaking topic from a filmmaking perspective to help you guys understand what goes into making your favorite videos on the internet. Guys, I'm excited for this one. We are here. We are here. We have made it. We've gone on this huge journey for looking at nearly all the BTS videos up until this point. I've checked out Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I've checked out The Universe. I've checked out No More Dream and their old stuff. Started this journey off with Save Me. Moved into newer stuff like DNA and Lights and Heartbeat and oh my gosh, and Winter Bear recently. And so we're moving our way along. I'm kind of catching up on the releases, but we are finally here at Fake Love. For those of you that don't know, this is my favorite BTS song, not only because this was the first song that I was exposed to, and I talked about that in my BTS story video, but also because I just really like the music video a lot from a filmmaking standpoint, and just how the music anatomy is, the anatomy of the song and how it works, I think is really cool, and it just really fits me, and I really like it, and I want to share it with you guys. Super excited. We're diving deep into this one. I hope you guys like the skit. Drop a like if you did like the skit, and we're going to be talking about more topics than usual. I'm going to be doing the best job I can to be dissecting this from a filmmaking perspective and from a BTS ARMY fan as much as I can. So we're going to be rewinding stuff and really talking about this, and I'm excited to go along this journey with you guys. Let's check it out. All right, so we got our subtitles on and everything, ready to go. Big Hit Entertainment. Give it to me one more time. Okay, no letterbox this time. Letterbox is those black bars that are usually up here and here. Ooh, mirroring. So that was a similar action across multiple scenes, which kind of helps bridge together scenes. So even though those things aren't taking place in the same place, we kind of subconsciously link them together because we saw the connection there. Beautiful shot right there. That's such an awesome looking shot. It's super wide. They're on this stage, and the lighting is super nice. This is the backdrop, and this sculpture I think is real and is super well lit. It's bright. You can see all the little details and all the lines, and these guys are a bunch of silhouettes moving, very barely visible. You can only see you can see part of Taeyoung's face right here, and it's only because of the reflection in the backdrop. It's just really cool. I love when the people in the foreground are silhouettes and the back is really well lit and there's cool stuff going on in the background. I love shots like that. Choreography on point. Now we're opening the light up. They probably turned on some lights and shed it on. And I also really like about Fake Love is that it starts right off the bat. There's no wasted time on just an instrumental that a lot DNA and Idol and Boy With Love have. I think it's for the fan chat. I'm not too crazy about that. I like it when they just dive right into the song, because I can just start really going hard into it with the lyrics and just how everything goes. And I also like this V's intro and then mixed in with Jungkook. It's just it's very soft and kind of mystical a little bit. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's kind of like a calling. I kind of describe it as this meteor that's slowly coming, and it's getting louder and louder, and just the presence is becoming known, but it just starts as this little whisper, and then it comes in and it's gonna explode pretty soon. perfect cuts on action here. So like when he turns and they switch to camera motion, they turn and they cut it to another camera that's at the exact same motion as him. So you're not seeing anything twice, or you're not seeing a gap in the action. So like if I went like this and cut it twice between two cameras, you wouldn't see it like here, and then it wouldn't be down here. It would just look like, and it would cut somewhere in the middle of my hand motion. So it would look like you had two cameras on the same thing. I don't know if they had two cameras on here, or if they just did it multiple takes and they're that good at editing, but it looks like there's two cameras, so they're doing their job well. I also want to talk about the lighting and the color palette here. It's very neutral, like no particular color is really screaming at me, because there's a lot, like that huge white backdrop, and so it's just like blacks and whites and very neutral colors. See, this is what I was talking about. Now the meteor is hit and we hit the chorus, and the song just explodes into a cacophony of amazing noise with Jimin leading the chorus here. And you're gonna notice a lot of like punch-ins that they do with the camera when they're all dancing and stuff. It really just, I don't know, it emphasizes the beats and it makes the music video and the music hit harder. So like they'll be dancing. Here, let's go back a little bit. So it's when Jin is doing his part. So right here, it's gonna start wide and then punch in right there. You see that? That whole like when I want to be a gourmand, and then they zoom out. I just think it's a really cool transition. And now we have this like weird reddish pink, hot pinkish light, maybe some slow-mo in there, but it's also contrasted with like this set, and a lot of these sets have a lot of very oversaturated blues and partially yellows and almost like a neon vibe. With hints of red at the top. That was a really cool transition through the keyhole. I like that. Now we're going into J-Hope. Hey. This move is my favorite. I love this move right there. Where they mirror each other. Oof. And you could, like, all those toys, like he was like in a carnival toy room. Those look real, so props, practical props. I like that. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but with the camera moves, so the dance move is he goes like this, and then he goes over, and then he goes back, and then he goes like that. So there's a bunch of left and right motions, and you can see right here, the camera moves with his hand. I think that's cool, just synchronization. This is again that same set. We got a lot of saturated colors. You can like really see like how the blues pop, like especially with the context in his eyes. Really cool. This is back to the neutral. See, like you can tell Jungkook's wearing a denim jacket, but that doesn't really look that blue, because this is very like almost, it's not exactly black and white, but it's very like desaturated. Whereas this shot with Jin is very, instead of the blues, it's got more like yellows and oranges and reds like highlighted with very little blues. See more of those punch-ins. And this part right here, okay, we're gonna go back. Hold up. That was the same part that Jungkook sang at the beginning, and then it moved right into the Fake Love chorus. But here we go, instead of the chorus, it switches up on you and drops you another pre-chorus, which completely takes you by surprise every time you listen to the song subconsciously, because you're expecting the I'm so sick of this fake love, but instead they're dropping love you so bad, that part, and it just completely different and revolutionized how I looked at like music structure, because this is something I'd never heard before. More of those punch-ins. Lots of cuts with the dances, you know, punch-ins, cuts from different angles, so it just really keeps that energy up, whereas instead of like Dope had a lot of like wide shots where it just show the whole choreography of them dancing and not really cut. This has lots of more cuts and just shows like a little bit more production value, and that they're more ambitious in getting high-paced quality in their videos. That's cool. That's all practical effect. Like that's like a rigging piston system where all the things drop, which is really cool. He's harnessed up. Really cool stuff there. Ready for the transition? Boom. I love that so much. Like Jungkook, he did like this dive thing, and then they did that same thing with these outfits in this scene, and they just cut it in between, and they just, let's look at that transition again. It's just so good. And then they cut to Jimin. Oh my gosh, the cutting and this transitions, like you're so used to like this desaturated and dark atmosphere with like these weird blues and everything, and then it just like switches to an explosion of color that just like breathes so much life into the video, and it just does a huge switch up on you and really keeps you engaged. And then we're going back to these warmer tones with Jimin. Save Me, Easter eggs galore. And hold up, I want to go back to this transition really quick. That transition where he goes down, that's probably a 2-level set, not gonna lie. And like it's missing a wall, and then you just shoot on that side where there isn't a wall, so you can just show both levels and transition like that. I don't know how they do the lights. Like these lights, I don't know if each one has a light on or if it's like a reflection thing and there are like a bunch of mirrors. This one kind of gets me, but it's really cool. This mirror thing is really, really cool. It's very hard to do. Maybe this is, I don't know if this is a green, I don't think it's a green screen. No, I think this looks like a legit mirror, and you just do 2 takes, but you gotta like draw a line around this, but it's super, super hard to do. I tried to do it for my skit, and it didn't end up working because I'm not as versed in it as well, so I ended up doing what I did in the skit. But really, when you do it right, like they're doing it right, it has a really cool effect, like you're looking at somebody, a different version of yourself or whatever in the mirror. I like that cut. More practical. See, like all the Snickers are real. He's legit lying on a mound of Snickers, and all those toys and carousel things, those are also real. And it's really interesting how they keep making like these little ways to connect all the scenes. Like sometimes they'll have him looking up, and there's like that window thing, that light thing that Jungkook was looking down on. Now he's looking at boarded wood, and through that he can see Suga. So it's just really cool way of linking your story together, even though you're not showing them all of them like interacting with each other. Fire. So that was a really cool transition. We started off with a wide, and then we just like dollied in to kind of like a medium close-up of Jin. So we just shifted the focus like that. Is it over? Is it over? No, it's an intermission. This is the one intermission I really think that works. I don't really like the Blood, Sweat, and Tears intermission. This one I think is really cool. I don't understand anything at all that's going on with the storyline in this video. If you guys can let me know in the comment section down below, that'd be really great. I know that that's what Jin was interacting with earlier in the music video, but whole story, everything, I don't know. This reminds me of Chamber of Secrets a little bit, just like the setting, because like there's waterfall, and there's gonna be a tunnel, a hidden passageway that comes out. But Jungkook looks so innocent right here. He's like, this is youthful, innocent, naive boy that doesn't know what the hell's going on. Chamber of Secrets, the hidden passage approaches. But I love this part right here. It's gonna come in like 2 seconds, and it just really revs up the song to come back in full force. just this shot is another amazing freaking shot in the music video. Like, look at the blues and how, like, that's real water, he's getting wet, and how it's like swinging this light around, and just how punchy and eye candy appealing the color is in this shot. Those little riffs and like the echoes of the song, the previous vocals really works. I want to talk about this shot really quick. This is a VFX fire, okay? But it is still a practical effect in my book, because the lighting, they actually just lit a smaller fire right here, so it's still a real fire in a sense, and it's safe just to create the lighting in the room, and then they just masked over it a huge ass explosion to make it look more dramatic instead of just a mini fire, because they were safe, but they wanted to create something cooler, but they went about going the right way and just using an actual fire and using the light from that, and then just enhancing that with visual effects instead of just completely relying on visual effects. Music video is coming back in full force. Now, if you notice, like in the previous time they sang this, it was Jungkook and V, but now it's Jungkook and Jimin. So they switch V for Jimin for a little bit of that heightened voice, and just really makes it a little bit more intense. Like, everything's coming to a head in this last chorus, and I think that's really, really cool because I'm a Jimin bias. Seamless transitions, like you see that shoulder move with Jungkook, perfect cut to the other take. Right there. All the chicks love the ab showing. Hit him with the dab, Jimin, I like it. This is another shot that reminisces like the first opening shot of the silhouette lighting that I really like, and yeah. Aggressive close-up shifting and everything. Now all the lights are going crazy. I just noticed that they're saying "save me" on all like this like mirrors and phones and stuff. This looks like it's upside down. It's gonna say "I'm fine," but you don't see the whole "I'm fine" because they couldn't tease that because this was an album before "I'm Fine" came out, and so everything's like happening. The cuts are faster and the voices are higher, and the shots are more close up, and it's just really heightening. Like, everything's like going intense, and the song's going crazy right now. Now we slow down, bring it back to Jimin and V, and then we got this amazing shot. Now we're singing the opening, but a lot slower, and just like closing it out. So they ramp you back up, and then they let you off easy. I think that's cool. We got the mysterious figure. I have no idea what the hell is all about. Yeah. Because that's it, right? Yeah. Alright guys, so that was Fake Love. Also, what I really love about this song is that there's no empty space. I talked about it a little bit in the intro, like how like the beginning just starts off, but throughout the entire song, there's no like instrumental breakdown where nobody's singing or nobody's rapping. Like in I Need You, they got a lot of those where yeah, sorry. But it's just kind of filling space, and it's like kind of, I don't want to say it's lazy, but it's kind of lazy in like you're producing or whatever. I just prefer it more when like there's lyrics and stuff the entire time, and it just is way more fulfilling and as an audience and a listener. Yeah guys, I love this freaking song. Like, I go hard. This is my absolute favorite song. I can sing it in Korean and Japanese. Like, I learned the lyrics. I'm not gonna sing it on this channel for you guys because I still want you guys to be subscribed to this channel and not hear my terrible singing voice. But really awesome song. Like, we got a bunch of different sets, a bunch of different color palettes. We had the neutral, we had the super oversaturated blues, and then we had the chiller, warmer, like yellows and oranges, and they beautifully seamlessly transition between all of them with the use of cutting on action, whereas like that shoulder where it's like boom, and then you do that twice, but you have it like in the same orientation for both camera shots, and you can just cut in the middle of the action on both of them, so it looks like it's subconsciously you're like, oh, nothing changed, but really like everything visually changed. Really, really cool. I love how it just starts off as a distant echo, comes in full force, explodes, it really ramps up towards the end, and then it lets you off easy. It's just And then the switch up with the chorus and the pre-chorus and that second verse is just really, really like new for me. I didn't experience that before. And like as a first BTS song, like I thought it was awesome. And the intermission I think works. And I'm sure there's tons of storyline too, even though this is a very dance-oriented video. Really well put together. Like I think the music video is amazing. It's one of my favorites for sure, if not my favorite. And I'm almost losing my voice because I've been rambling on so much about all this stuff in this music video. But we're gonna be checking out the behind the scenes BTS version of this later on in the next video to know what the hell happened and how they made this possible. I want you guys to let me know how my skit was, and if you did like it, please drop a like. It really helps me out a lot. And subscribe for more of these every single week. I'm gonna try to get that behind the scenes video out as soon as possible. Anyways, guys, this has been me, Daniel, aka Phoenix CTS, and I want you to find yourself, be yourself, and love yourself. Hi guys, Daniel aka Phoenix here, checking in with you guys at the end of the video. If you did enjoy what you saw, please check out one of these other 2 videos, or just like the video and subscribe down below for a video every single week. Thank you guys, I love you, have a good one.